on the right track, I would attest.
Hello, everyone. This is Kara Shirley again. I am here with you on election night 2024. Big numbers coming in. What we're going to take you to right now is we're going to go to the Mississippi GOP leaders. They are at their watch party at the West End tonight, and we are hearing from a lot of leaders in the GOP race. So we're going to jump over there and let you guys hear from them now.
Quite a few of them are on the ballot tonight, so we're watching those races very closely. But what I can tell you without reservation of being wrong is that no matter who wins or who loses those races tonight across the country in governor's races, Mississippi has and will continue to have the best first lady in these United States. Any ladies in the back of the room? Tonight is going to be a great night. Tonight is going to be a great night. You know, as I was sitting there just after 7 o'clock, I think the polls closed here at 7. By 7:03, the Associated Press called Mississippi for Donald J. Trump. And I just couldn't help but think there, if, like so many times I've thought across the last several years, if the rest of America could just be a little bit more like Mississippi, we had the presidential race already over tonight. But we have great reason for optimism. I've looked at a lot of things happening over the last few hours, and I really do believe that Donald J. Trump's going to win North Carolina. I believe he's got a great chance in Georgia. I believe he's going to win Pennsylvania, and I think we're going to end this week. By the way, we ought to win this night. I don't understand why these other states can't cancel their ballots on election day. But that notwithstanding, we're going to end this election cycle with having a Republican president, a Republican House, and yes, a Republican United States Senate. You know, I come to you tonight as someone who has the privilege of serving this great state as the 65th governor. What I will tell you is over the last 5 years, we've had a lot of successes. Record-breaking economic development, record low unemployment, record-breaking investment in our state, more people working than ever before. And the reason we have been successful is because of this team. And I got to give Senator Wicker a lot of credit. When all of us politicians walked up on stage, he realized we need somebody up here to make us look good. And so he really got his family and his grandkids, and they make us look a lot better up here on stage. But tonight, it's my honor and privilege, because not long after the Associated Press called Mississippi for Donald Trump, the Associated Press called Mississippi for our senior United States Senator, my friend, a leader in this country, the next chairman of the Armed Services Committee in the United States Senate, Roger Wicker.
Thank you. We won't keep you long, but I am asking the family to come up and sort of give me some love here. Thank you so much. It's a great crowd. I see so many friends and volunteers. Thank you. I'm not going to give the Gettysburg Address, but I am going to talk about a little history. 2.5 centuries ago, my fellow Mississippians, a group of remarkably foresighted gentlemen, admittedly human and flawed, brought forth a new nation. They designed a government of checks and balances where no single person could have all the power or to possess all the decision making. in 1787, they came back to Philadelphia's Independence Hall and agreed to a constitution that set up a bicameral national legislature, the House and this thing called the United States Senate, where each state, no matter how small or how large, had 2 members. In the long history of the United States Senate, almost 250 years, just over 2,000 people have been able to serve in the position of United States Senator. And precisely 2,004 Americans have ever had the responsibility and the duties and the title of United States Senators. And Tate, I think you said you're the 65th governor, is that right? Only 51 Mississippians have ever had the opportunity, the great, profound opportunity and honor to serve in the United States Senate from Mississippi. And I hold dearly that honor with the lady who's going to come up and say a word or two. I'm honored to be her teammate. She has been crossing the country with Donald J. Trump, and she may give us a few insights. But I want to bring to the podium for a few remarks before I conclude mine, the 51st Senator ever from the state of Mississippi to the United States Senate, Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith.
Thank you for that kind introduction. And I tell you, as I look around this crowd right now, I saw faces like this all over America. I saw real Americans who are concerned about real issues in this country. I have been to so many states and came out and I've heard the stories, and I tell you, I feel good about tonight. I feel very good about tonight. Tonight, I have on my Jerusalem cross. I put it on this morning. I said, Lord, it is in your hands all day today. It is still in his hands. I have on a guardian angel here that a lady in Montana came up, where Montana Silversmith is located. And she said, I want to pin this guardian angel on you. And I've worn it since she pinned it on me. And if you stay on the bus for 100 or so hours, you get one of these vests, just in case you're wondering. But it has been an amazing campaign. No one has worked harder than Donald J. Trump. I assure you. If hard work brings it, we're going to be winners tonight. And he's tired. We're all tired. We're running on adrenaline. And he said, but Cindy, look how thin I've gotten during the campaign. He's real proud of that. But he's down in Mar-a-Lago tonight. And when you talk to someone that has had 2 assassination attempts and still willing to serve this country, you've got an amazing candidate for the United States of America president. He is incredible. But I feel good because people are concerned about the economy, they're concerned about the border, they're concerned about safe communities. And when you go to these other states, you can say things that you normally can't say in your state, because those folks couldn't vote for me, so I could just take that filter off and let it rip. But we have a really good time. We've got some great people out there, and I am truly honored to serve with Senator Roger Wicker. And I cannot wait to call him Mr. Chairman, because that's exactly what we're going to call him.
And Cindy, we're going to call you Madam Chairman of the subcommittee and the Appropriations Committee too. Let's get on with this. There's so many people I need to thank. And let me just start with the volunteers. Because whether you've done yard signs for me, passed out cards, been to any number of events, this campaign or the other, we couldn't do it. We couldn't possibly do it without the volunteers. So thank you very much. I'm looking at you in the face, and I can tell you that Gail and I and the whole family Now, a little bit of history. 50 years ago, that I have been in love for a long time with Gail Longwicker and just didn't know it. And 49 years ago this December, we tied the knot. So it's going to be our 49th anniversary coming December. And I want all of you to acknowledge that she actually is the reason for my success. And let's show her our appreciation. It's so dangerous to start mentioning family members, but my goodness, here we are, and we're joined by the entire family. I had to get them and bring them up here, but yes, our three children, Margaret and Manny McPhillips, Carolina Kirk Sims, and McDaniel and Kelly Wicker are here, along with our 8 grandchildren, count them, Caroline, Henry, Maury Beth to me, and Virginia McPhillips, Evelyn Joseph Sims, Philippa, and Julia Wicker, and we got a couple of cousins in the back here, Thomas and Mary, and there are probably others. And Mary and Gracie, this is the thing. Mary and Grace over to the right. And so many others that I want to thank, but let me acknowledge them. My cousin George is in hospice. He has texted me from Sanctuary Hospice House in Tupelo. Congratulations, he was able to vote absentee. And let's wish George the best and send his prayers. I need to thank my staff. In 30 years in Washington, D.C., I've had exactly 2 chiefs of staff. John Peace and Michelle Barlow Richardson. John Peace is my chief of staff. We brought Michelle on. I got to be chairman of the Congress Committee. We brought John back from a lucrative job on downtown. He had already, I think he concluded he already made enough money to come back and serve and continue on the Senate staff. And they have been like members of our family, along with Ryan Anderson, along with Justin Brazel, who started with my campaign at my very first try for Congress in 1994. And he tells me he's retiring after this campaign. So over the span of 30 years, he started with my campaign, he's ended with my campaign, and he's going to go on to greater pursuits. Lindsay Sychek, my fundraising expert and coordinator, and I'll tell you what, you can't do these things without money. And this lady knew how to raise money. She did she did it in a way that other fundraisers don't do it. And then my campaign manager, Jay Munson, they're all that family. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm raising. I think the voters have indicated they think our nation's in crisis. We've got a great nation, and I feel optimistic about it. Greg Harper, start coming on up here if you don't mind. Come on up, Greg. We have a southern border that works in the cartels. It doesn't work for us. We have out of control spending that leads to massive inflation. Our standing on the world stage has shrunk, and we need to get it back. We need to get back to Ronald Reagan's concept of peace through strength, and we're going to do that in the armed services community. We need to secure our adversaries abroad. We need to secure the border. I look forward to serving you in the United States Senate for another term. Now, in a moment, I'm going to ask my friend Greg Harper. I gave him a lot of notice. I'm going to ask him to dismiss us with a word of prayer. Hope that's all right. It's amazing to me the number of times per week that people come up to me. Sometimes it's in Sunday school, sometimes in church, but it might be at the barber shop or just wherever, and I'm up and down or across the width and breadth of the state of Mississippi. And they say, Senator, we pray for you every day. We pray for you every day. That is, it's just so much appreciated by Dale, by me, and our whole family. And we need those prayers. And I'm going to need your prayers over this next session of Congress, the one that begins in January. Before I call Greg up, I want to recall something that is printed on the wall in the U.S. House of Representatives, where I used to serve, and where Greg and our President Congressman have served and are serving. It's right behind where the President comes to make the State of the Union. You watch the State of the Union. It's painful, but sometimes we watch the State of the Union. There's a sign that says, "In God we trust." Some people think we ought to take that down. If it's okay with you, we're just going to leave that right up there. In God we trust. But above there, there's a saying. And it is a quote from Daniel Webster, one of the second generation of our great founding fathers and dear founding fathers. It was a speech that he made upon the laying of the cornerstone of the Battle of Bunker Hill, that pivotal battle of the American Revolution, upon the laying of the cornerstone of the monument for the Battle of Bunker Hill. And Daniel Webster said these words: "Let us develop the resources of our land, call forth its powers, build up its institutions, promote all our great interests, and see."
Okay, guys, we are going to cut it tonight for the digital news desk, but you can also, or you can go and watch our newscast. Make sure you download the Wlbt news app so that you can get those alerts when breaking news and election results come in. We will be able to send those out to you that way. And you can also watch all of our newscasts on our app. You can watch it on demand, or you can watch it in real time. So even if you don't catch it right now, you can go back and watch the newscast later. I'll be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We will hopefully know who the president is going to be then. Until then, though, I hope you have a wonderful evening, and make sure you tune in to WLBT to catch the latest election news, as well as hear again from our analyst. Thank you, guys. Bye.